Welcome into Drew's Daily Diamonds for Sunday, June 8th, 2025, the Sunday Look Ahead Show. I am Drew Martin breaking down the slate of games. Let me know in the comments below where you agree, where you disagree, what you're seeing on the slate. All is welcome. Any analysis, smash that like button if you're liking the content. As we got first game up here, no waiting around, a lot of day action. We are heading to Tampa for the Miami Marlins, Tampa Bay Rays. Battle of the two Florida teams. Sandy Alcantara, the likely starter for the Marlins, up against Drew Rasmussen for the Rays. I'll tell you this, the Rays, only way I'm looking to go on the Sunday matchup, the 29-year-old out of Oregon State, Rasmussen, 2.14 ERA, 56-13 strikeout to walk ratio, and he's already faced the Marlins a couple weeks ago. He blanked the lineup, 0 earned runs over 6 innings. So like that past performance, Sandy Alcantara, look, great pitcher overall. At some point as a Marlins fan, not only do I hope, I think he will find it, but still sitting at 2-7, 8 ERA, the former Cy Young Award winner. He did go 6 innings, 2 earned runs last time out. It could be kind of a buy low on him. I will admit that. It's just not enough to kind of buy it right now. Instead, the Rays at home here. They've been in Florida for like 2 weeks now. Tampa Bay Rays, only way I would look. And because of the name of Alcantara, might actually be a pretty good price tag. Do need to note I'm doing this on Friday afternoon, so the numbers are not out yet. But as long as it's not more than, it's kind of a tough one to price, to tell you the truth, because of Alcantara. If it's less than, I'd say like minus 160 on the Rays are the only way I would look. However, if they do go real heavy, I would go to the -1 line on the Rays over the Marlins. Next one up, we're heading to the Queen City, Arizona Diamondbacks, Cincinnati Reds. Battle of fourth place teams here in their respective divisions. Brady Singer going for the Big Red Machine. Zach Gallen going for the Diamondbacks. Guys, I would look at this one. Two teams hovering around 500. I'm thinking they're both going to score some runs. First off, we get Great American Ballpark, great hitting venue. And Brady Singer, the 28-year-old out of Florida for the Reds, decent numbers. He's had some control issues, though. 11 walks, his last 4 starts over 20 innings. He's up against an Arizona lineup that's really good, particularly at the top of the lineup. Top 5 lineup overall, top 5 lineup the last week by most metrics. So I think Cincinnati's actually going to be able to score. And their best player, Elly De La Cruz, he was on the bereavement list. He missed a flight back, so he missed some games this past week, but he likely will be back for Sunday's game. So I think Cincinnati will be able to score. And Zach Gallen, I think Arizona will be able to score. But Zach Gallen, the starter for Arizona, he did have a good start last time out. We actually took the loss going against them. I don't think it's enough, though. I'm going to still look to bet against him. But in doing so, I think it's towards the over. One being Arizona's bullpen has really struggled. This is one of the worst bullpens in baseball now, if you go by the full season and more recently over the last month. So I think we're going to get some runs here in some less than stellar pitching. So we're going to go Diamondbacks and Reds over the total. Next one up, Minnesota hosting the Toronto Blue Jays. Bowden Francis and Joe Ryan, the likely starters here. I'm going to look to go on the Twins in this one, guys. They've been playing some better baseball. Not that Toronto hasn't. They have as well, but they've been playing some better baseball primarily at home. They've struggled on the road when playing south of the border. And Minnesota is the exact opposite. They come into the weekend 18-8 at home. They got Joe Ryan on the hill, the 29-year-old, 6-2 this season, sub-3 ERA, 76-12 strikeout to walk ratio, so not many free passes there. He's up against Bowden Francis. Last time out, he didn't make it out of the second inning, giving up 7 runs. He's got over a 6 ERA overall. He's facing a pretty good Minnesota lineup. Look, both lineups are hot. I just think we're getting something here with Joe Ryan, the better pitcher. Both bullpens very good as well. Kind of got to tip your cap there. Overall, as long as it's not too much price tag on the Twins, we're going to look to bet the Twins over the Blue Jays. Let's call it under -140 would probably be the high water mark that I would get down personally on this one. We got next one up, PNC Park, great venue here for Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. Battle of the Pennsylvania teams. Paul Skeens on the hill for the Pirates. Christopher Sanchez, the southpaw, going for the Phillies. Now, Philly comes in, great season overall. They're really in a two-team race in the AL East is what it's looking like, or in the NL East, with the New York Mets. They've been great on the road as well, 18-13 on the road, and they're up against the Pirates here. It's been a miserable season, 23-40. They're also just 13-30 against teams over 500. So playing the better teams, they've really struggled. Now they have Skeens on the hill. Paul Skeens, former first rounder out of LSU, great numbers. Problem is this Pittsburgh lineup can't hit. They're towards the bottom in almost all the offensive metrics. And recently, they've really struggled against lefties. So I think Chris Sanchez is going to have a good start here. And I think Paul Skeens can kind of, manage this Philadelphia Phillies lineup, probably more than manage. I mean, actually, the Phillies coming into the series haven't hit the ball very well. So I wouldn't be surprised if both of these guys, go 7+ innings, one earned run, maybe less, blanking the opponents. So I don't think we get a whole lot of runs here. Let's look to go to the under in the Phillies and the Pirates game, guys. Got one game left. Do want to give a look out to here on the Sunday slate. It will be the Sunday night baseball game, Boston Red Sox and New York Yankees. But a reminder, if you could comment below what you're looking at on the Sunday slate, anything coming up this week, all is welcome. It helps out the algorithm on YouTube. Smash that like button if you're liking the content. Premium picks available. Drew Martin Experts page, WagerTalk.com. If you're interested in betting baseball, been rolling pretty well there with the client plays. So check that out. Drew Martin Experts page, WagerTalk.com. All right, Sunday Night Baseball, 7:10 Eastern on ESPN. It is the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. Carlos Rodon, the lefty, going for the Bronx Bombers. Dobbins going for the Red Sox. Dobbins, a 25-year-old rookie. He's kind of been AAA and Major League Baseball. He's trying to make it here. He's got a 4 flat ERA. Decent numbers. I think this is a tough spot for him, though. He's a rookie. Sunday Night Baseball in Yankee Stadium. The Yankees' overall metrics, the number one lineup in baseball. They've been good against righties. And he's up against Rodon here, the 32-year-old out of NC State, 8-3 on the year, won 7 straight starts. He's been our golden goose, really. If we had to call one pitcher where we've made the most money on the show, it's probably Rodon. He's only given up 2 earned runs his last 4 starts overall. That's combined. So he's been real lights out here. Rodon's the only way we can look to go. Now, keep in mind, I'm doing this on Friday afternoon. I don't have numbers here. Yankees are likely to be the heavy favorite. Hopefully it's not too much, but the very high probability, I'm going to be on the Yankees -1 line because they are at home to get that price down, guys. They're 20-10 at home. Yankees, only way we can look here. So it's Yankees over the Red Sox. We're on the under in the Phillies and the Pirates. We got the Minnesota Twins with Joe Ryan on the hill over the Blue Jays. We're on the over in the Diamondbacks and the Reds, and we got the Rays look over the Marlins to start us off. So that's going to do it for Sunday's show. Always appreciate you guys tuning in, commenting below, smashing that like button. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Cash those tickets.